Hi, I'm Beverley Hourlier with Hilltop Chateau Realty, and here is your January 2011 housing market report for California, and then I'll do San Diego. Sales in January came in at an annual pace of 546,420 units. This was up 5.9% compared to December and up 2.5% compared to January of last year. And in fact, this is the first increase we have seen on a year-over-year basis since 2009. Some of the upper end markets showed more significant gains, and some of the markets which are much more heavily distressed were off on a year-over-year basis. The statewide median price range was $278,900 in January. This is the lowest median price range we have seen since June of 2009. It was down 8.6% compared to December and off 2% compared to a year ago. It was the biggest decline we've seen in 2 years. Inventory for the state was a 6.7-month supply of homes on the market. This varies greatly depending on the market segment you are looking at, and you'll see that when we do San Diego. For homes priced above $1 million, we had about a 13.8-month supply on the market, and homes under $300,000 had a 6.3 supply on the market. But regardless of the price, inventory is tracking higher, and that is part of the seasonality of California housing market. Mortgage rates have been heading up since November, and that could have been a factor for pushing some of the wait-and-see buyers off the fence. Now for our market in San Diego. Home sales last month decreased quite a bit. This is a dip in sales after the increase we saw in December. December had 1,716 units, and January had 1,184 units. That was a 31% decrease. But January typically does post lower home sales, and we expect sales to pick up in the coming months. This January's numbers of sold listings did not change significantly when compared to January of last year. The buyer incentives expiring probably played a part in lowering the sales. January 2010 was at 1,162 units, and January 2011 was at 1,184 units, and that was a 1.9% increase. Overall, sold listings have not changed that much from last year. In general, about a 1.6% decrease. The median sales price increased only about a 1.3% from last year, and we expect prices to remain pretty steady for the rest of 2011. Inventory in the latter part of the year has seen an increase in supply of inventory. We're at about a 3-month supply on the market. In general, we see a market that is going to move sideways in 2011, so please join me a month from now when I'll bring you the February 2011 market report.